because this is the last DC animated title of 2010, but the rumors have leaked about 2011. I don't know how many of you have heard what the next 3 features are going to be. I think this is the correct order. First up, All-Star Superman, the Grant Morrison. Then something called Green Lantern Emerald Knights, which nobody's leaving until you tell me what that's all about. And then, this is true, correct me if I'm wrong, Batman Year One, Frank Miller. All right. So, what the hell's going on with those 3 films? Let's start with All-Star Superman. What can you tell us about it?
All-Star Superman is, well, it's my favorite Superman comic ever. I'm a huge Grant Morrison fan, huge Frank Quitely fan. I love what they did with the character. They brought an amazing freshness to Superman, but at the same time, they really honored some of the Silver Age wackiness of Superman. But they played it straight, but with a little bit of a modern twist. But it's a great combination of like old and new, and it's really iconic and really, to me, watching the movie, it feels like the definitive Superman movie when I watch it. It's like, wow, that's like 100% Superman. So it's awesome. I think it's one of the best movies we've ever made.
Wow, that's done. So that's
It's done. It's in the can. It's just waiting.
And we can roll it right now? No.
I have it right here. But it'll be downloaded next week. And then Batman Year One, again, one of my favorite Batman comics of all time. And I mean, I've loved that book for 20 some odd years. And we did a very, very faithful adaptation of it. Tab wrote the screenplay, so it's good. And it's really, really faithful.
Well, let's talk about the look of that, though, because that comic has a very specific look, a little different from some of the recent films, and it stays true to the look of the comic.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the thing about Batman Year One as a property as a whole is that it's a deconstructed Batman. It's stripping away all of the gadgets and all the larger than life stuff. It's very street level Batman story. And even the art style reflects that. It's not, Batman doesn't have a zillion muscles, and when he leaps in the air, he only gets like a foot off the ground, He doesn't go 20 feet in the air like a ninja, like an anime ninja. So it's very, very strictly realistic. And so the art style reflects that. It's definitely based on David Mazzucchelli's art style, and it's boarded very, very, very much like live action. And that one's not finished, so I can't say in advance that it's awesome, but I have every expectation that it will be.
And Selina Kyle, is it?
Of course, the entire comic. It's the entire comic. This is one of the few comics that we did not have to take anything out of. In fact, it actually came up a little short. So it was kind of like, okay, well, what can we expand without adding new story, new scenes? So, but no, it's the entire comic.
Excellent. And what the heck is Green Lantern Emerald Knights all about?
Green Lantern Emerald Knights is similar to the Batman Gotham Knights movie that we did a couple years ago in that it's an anthology movie. It's like, 5 or 6 individual stories, but each one focuses on a different Green Lantern, on a different member of the Green Lantern Corps. And then there's kind of an overall story arc that all ties it all together.
Would you be willing to tell us which members of the Green Lantern Corps it focuses on?
Abin Sur, Sinestro, Kilowog. Yeah, Kilowog back in the days when he was getting trained, when he was getting boot camp training.
That's I mean that's
okay.
that was up right now. Don't worry about that.